Once our material is laid out and it's perfect all the way down the selvage edge and all the way down the fold, then we can lay down our patterns. So we have 2 pieces for our boxers. We have the front and we have the back. You must have both pieces to line up our grain line with our selvage edge. So now I'm going to measure the grain line, and I need to make sure it lines up exactly with the selvage edge. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set up my measuring tape, and I'm going to remember exactly where it is here on the grain line, and I'm going to measure to the edge of the material down here. Understand that there's a frayed edge here, and then there's where the material actually begins. So you want to measure where the material actually begins. Right now that says 15 centimeters. So when I move my measuring tape over to the other end of the grain line, this measurement also needs to be 15 centimeters, and it needs to be exactly in the same place as this side. Once this measurement is exactly the same as this measurement from the grain line to where the material begins, you're going to hold it very carefully, and you're going to fold it at whatever spot you want. Understand that when you're looking at your pattern, you have several choices. You have several choices. You could do a rebel boxer. You could do a rebel short. You could do a cargo shorts, or you could do the capri. Each one of these has a fold. You're going to fold it on the line for the length that you want. You also have a choice of a standard waist or a low rise waist. You're going to make that decision, and you're going to fold it over if you want a low rise, or leave it unfolded for a standard waist. This is the same for your pants or your boxers or your shorts. The pattern is the same, and the layout is the same, and the sewing is all the same, except for your choice in what waist style you want and the length of your pants. Okay? If you decide to do pajama pants, then you're going to use the other pattern that has the rest of the leg intact on the pattern. Once you've made your choice, and we're going to assume that you want a low-waisted boxer short, now you're going to trace all the way around this pattern, making sure that you're following the pattern all the way around very carefully, including the triangles that are part of the pattern. Your second piece measures exactly the same way. You need to measure the grain line to the edge of the material here and here again. Whatever this is, this has to be the same. This measurement does not have to be the same as the other pattern piece that you already measured. Once you get them exactly the same, you're going to fold your pattern piece over to the desired length without moving it. And again, if you're doing a low rise, you're going to fold the waist as well. You're going to do exactly the same thing. You're going to trace around your pattern, making sure that you have exactly the pattern traced on your material. Once you have your pattern pieces laid out, you're going to trace them, and just like you did with your gym bag, you're going to take your pattern pieces off and you're going to pin inside the lines so that then you can cut out your pattern pieces. You're going to follow the rest of the directions based on the pajama pants. The only difference is the length of your pants.